was probably one of the most divisive elections in the contemporary annals of Nigerian history. Ethno-religious and regional fault lines were deliberately manipulated for political ends. But it is pertinent to mention, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, that the most northern of northern states is Sokoto. The Nigerian candidate lost by a few thousand votes to the regional candidate in Sokoto. The most Christian of northern states is Benue. Benue is 90% Christian. And the Nigerian candidate defeated the religious candidate in Benue State, courtesy of the Prince of Wanume, the mercurial George Akume and his team. The most southern of southern states, the most southern of south-south states is Rivers. Again, the Nigerian candidate defeated the religious candidate in Rivers State, courtesy of the enigmatic mercurial Nyesom Ezenwo Wike. He's unavoidably absent. He had to go around to attend to some functions. And the Nigerian political climate is populated by careful snails who do not want to upset the apple cart. In the First and Second Republics, we have the Adegoke Adelabush.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything about things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election, which was held in Nigeria on February 25, 2023, and the result was provisionally announced on March 1st, 2023. And that result was challenged at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, and the verdict of that tribunal, which was made on September 6, 2023, did not go down well with the petitioners, and they have now appealed the matter at the Supreme Court. Now, the video you watched is the video of the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, accusing Peter Obi, although he didn't mention him, accusing Peter Obi of being a regional and religious candidate in the last presidential election held in Nigeria. And he also made reference to Atiku as being a regional candidate who defeated Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the APC, narrowly in Sokoto. But he reserved most of his attention on Peter Obi. He made reference that the election was polarized by religion and ethnicity. And you can see how he talked about the fact that Tinubu defeated Peter Obi in Benue State and the Rivers State. But you and I know that Peter Obi has brought evidence to prove that he was the one that won Rivers and Benue State. In the case of Rivers State, Peter Obi brought evidence that he won. In the case of Benue, he also brought evidence in the court that he won. But the Presidential Election Petition Court dismissed his claim by disqualifying all the witnesses that he brought in that respect. So you can see Kashim Shettima hailing George Akume of Benue State and Nyesom Wike, former governor of Rivers State, for making it possible for Tinubu to win in Rivers and Benue, respectively. But I can tell you for free, and the whole world knows it, including the BBC, that Tinubu did not win Rivers State. The BBC had done a calculation of the results in Rivers State to show that Peter Obi won. The Premium Times have also done similar calculation using data from the INEC ID to prove that Peter Obi won. Now, it is what Shettima said about religion, using of religion to create division in the country during the election was the most hypocritical assertion by a beneficiary of religious politics that I have ever seen. First of all, it was because of religion that Bola Ahmed Tinubu ran on the Muslim-Muslim ticket. That was why Shettima emerged the vice presidential candidate of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You and I know that throughout Nigeria's political history, both from the First and Second Republic and to 1999, anytime a presidential candidate is a Muslim, his deputy is always a Christian. That has been the pattern, especially for those who have succeeded in winning the presidency of Nigeria. It was unthinkable that we will have a Muslim-Muslim ticket in 2024. The last time we had a Muslim-Muslim ticket was in 1993. And that mandate ended up stillborn. But for somebody like Shettima, who was a beneficiary of Muslim-Muslim ticket agenda that was purely based on religion, the only reason Tinubu did not choose a northern Christian to be his running mate was that he believed that if you choose a Christian, that he will not win the election. If you choose a northern Christian instead of a northern Muslim, that he will not win the election. It's as simple as that. So, somebody who hid his ticket based on religion and a beneficiary of that skewed mandate is not calling other people literally as religious bigots when himself was a beneficiary of religious bigotry. Because if the Tinubu Shettima mandate have any regard for Nigeria's plurality, Tinubu should have picked a northern Christian as his running mate. The polarization you are seeing in the country was generated and engineered by them. As a matter of fact, even before the election, it was Bola Ahmed Tinubu who spoke in Osogbo in 2022 in a conference organized by Spring Council for Sharia in Nigeria, where Tinubu sent a message saying that Muslims should ensure that a Muslim succeeds President Buhari in 2023. You can Google it and see it. It's still there on the internet. That they should work hard to ensure that a Muslim, another Muslim succeeds Buhari. That was Tinubu's message during a meeting, a Ramadan lecture that took place in Osogbo in 2022. So Tinubu sent a message to remind Muslims to ensure that another Muslim succeed Buhari. And who is that Muslim that should succeed Buhari? It was himself. It was the same Tinubu that said that it is his turn, Emilokan, it is his turn. It is the turn of the Yoruba. It is my turn. It is the turn of Yoruba. It is my turn. So people who run under that kind of ticket have the lack the moral right to even talk about that people play the religion and it is they were the ones that played the religion to the fullest. We have seen viral videos of where even the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, was thanking the imams for the role they played in the success, perceived success, or the winning of the Muslim-Muslim ticket, where he said that the Muslim-Muslim tickets they had planted in Kaduna, they have now taken it to the national level. Now it is going to be total Islamic dominance for years to come in Nigeria. These are the people who use religion to propagate and divide the country ahead of the election, and the beneficiary of that division, of that creation of using religion to divide the country, had the moral right, lacks the moral right to talk about that people use religion, people use ethnicity to divide the country in the 2023 presidential election. Had it been that they stopped there using religion to win the election, they stopped there. But they didn't stop there. They also bastardized using their incumbency, power of incumbency. Uh, they made a mess of the Independent National Electoral Commission that conducted the worst election in Nigeria, which was seen as a deliberate uh, engineering of electoral haste and the rigging of popular vote. Because many Nigerians still believe that Tinubu and Shettima, that they didn't win the election, that they allegedly rigged it. They might have been given a pass by the Presidential Election Petition Court, but it doesn't mean that Nigerians have forgotten how the February 25, 2023 presidential election was allegedly manipulated by the government in power using the instrumentality of the Independent National Electoral Commission, where they say they will transmit the result live through the INEC IRE on election day. But on that day, they were able to transmit the House of Representatives results on real time, senatorial results on real time. But when they got to the presidential, to upload the presidential result, they said their machine has developed what they call glitches, which was eventually proven to be a lie. There were no glitches. So these are the people that are now claiming that they want clean election. Even the people that are, even in their House of Hearts in Benue, they know who won the real winners of the election. They know it. Even George Akume, as Kashim Shettima mentioned his name, praising him for the victory of Tinubu in Benue, and he was sort of smiling. You can tell that smiling in his conscience, he knows what happened in Benue State. Yes, so if they are praising him, that because of him, how many votes does Nyesom Wike cast? That because of him, Rivers State, that had never voted for APC in the presidential election before, now voted for APC. We all know that Rivers State result, from the calculation that was done by the BBC and by the Premium Times, that result was a total scam. So people who engineer this have no moral right to talk about anything, about anybody, that with respect to that election. Because people are just laughing at them. They thought that because they have also been able to win in the courts, that it means that they have won the hearts and minds of Nigerians, that they actually won an election. And they then have the temerity talk about that people use religion. They use religion. That people use religion to get mileage in the election. Nothing could be further from the truth coming from Shettima. Because Shettima and Tinubu, they are bird of a feather. Because they they were the one that used religion. They were the one that used religion massively. And the viral video of El betrayed them in what they did in northern Nigeria to gain mileage. And beside that of that idea of using religion, they also applied the power of the state and used INEC to allegedly manipulate the election. That is why that result had been challenged at the Presidential Election Petition Court and now is being challenged at the Supreme Court. So they cannot claim any holier than thou at all because they were instrumental in creating religious and ethnic division in 2023 presidential election. In fact, the Peter Obi, even though he didn't mention Peter Obi or Atiku, Peter Obi was the only candidate that was emphatic that do not vote for me because I'm a Christian. Do not vote for me because I'm an Igbo man. Vote for me because I'm the best candidate that the country has to solve Nigeria's problem. The best candidate that could move Nigeria from consumption to production. That was his campaign. But it was Tinubu that campaigned on Islam. It was Tinubu that campaigned on ethnicity, which you can go and verify. He was the one that campaigned on ethnicity. It is my turn. It is the turn of the Yoruba. Go and check the newspaper headlines when he made that proclamation. Atiku also campaigned on ethnicity and religion. He said that what the country needs now is a northern president. Yes, Atiku campaigned on that. You can accuse him of that. But you cannot accuse Atiku and exonerate yourself like Shettima was doing by claiming that their mandate was a national mandate. It was not a national mandate. It was a mandate that was rejected by Nigerian people. It was rejected totally because that was why they got to go and hire bishops that time to give them endorsement because they know they were rejected because people were angry that a Muslim-Muslim ticket should be thought about in a multi-ethnic and multi-religious society like Nigeria. Okay? So they should know it. They are the one that created division. Any division you have seen in the country due to religion and ethnicity in this election, they are the ones that did it. They are the ones still perpetuating it. They are the ones still perpetuating it. Look at what happened in Lagos. Tinubu was silent when people of Igbo extraction were being stopped from voting. Violence was unleashed on them. The Tinubu said anything because it was good in his agenda of using religion and ethnicity to dominate. And they succeeded in retaining the governorship position using that intimidation and what have you. So people who rose to power in that kind of situation are now having the moral right to talk about that they run on national mandate. Peter Obi is the one that ran on religion and the region. That's absolute rubbish. It's absolute rubbish that anybody could think like that. It means the person is taking Nigerians for granted, that they are not, they don't know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing. Nigerians cannot see. Nigerians did not know the reason why Tinubu run on Muslim-Muslim tickets. Nigerians did not know the reason why Tinubu run on Emilokan. It is my turn. It is the turn of the Yoruba. People who have such a mandate, such an ethnic and religious inspired mandate, have the temerity to talk about that people run on religion and ethnicity. For For them to do something like that means that they think that Nigerians are literally fools, that they don't know what they are doing. But Nigerians are wise and wiser than them. Nigerians are patient, and Nigerians have done the right thing by allowing peace to reign and start and using the judicial process to see if the wrong that was done on February 25 could be remedied by the courts. Now that it couldn't be remedied by the Presidential Election Petition Court, they are hoping that it could be remedied by the Supreme Court. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.